Hello friends, I'm here to wrap up my 10 books to finish 2022 and talk about my 10 books to finish 2023. So I can't believe it's 2023 already. If you can see my chart, I decided to bring out my bullet journal to show you what happened in 2022. I didn't bring out all the books again. Sorry, but I do have the books for 2023. Anyway, let's just get right into it. I picked 10 last year, as you can see, and I finished 4 out of my 10. I'm pretty sure I finished 2 books that were not on this list. Definitely 1, but I thought 2, which would make 6 books for the year, and I am pretty pleased with that. Obviously, I didn't finish them all, and that's okay. 2 things happened. 1, I just didn't color really the whole second half of the year. And 2, I just like having goals. So finishing them is not necessarily a huge deal for me. I know a lot of people talk about this challenge and whether or not they want to do it. And it's definitely a person by person decision. It's like, obviously, but I just think that for someone like me, I like having this to look back on. So if I'm like, what should I color? I like come to these first. I liked coming to one book and doing 5 pages in 1 month kind of situation. But for some people, this might be pressure. So don't ever feel obligated to do these challenges. But if you want to give it a shot, don't be afraid either. Because again, I have only 40% success rate and I'm still pretty happy. But yes, here we go. I finished Mystery Mosaics. If you can tell, I do a pixel per page in the book. I did gray for any pages I finished before 2022. And then each month I have a color in my book. So January was this blue. So any pages I finished in January, I did with that blue. Let's see. I can show you my next little title page. February was pink. So any pink ones are from February, etc., etc. And I marked it off that way. I always do my journals that way because I like to see like when in the year things happened. So the 4 books I finished were Mystery Mosaics. I don't remember what volume at this moment. I think volume 2, which is from Mindware. And I think there's like 19 in that series. And I have 6 of them. Then I finished Stained Glass Color by Color by Kira Sherznova. I love that book. I'm so sad it's gone. I finished it off in 2 months. I finished Stone Mosaics. Again, I'm not sure which volume this was. Potentially volume 1 by Belba Family. And I finished my Villains Spiroglyphics, which is a Disney book. So that was exciting. But yeah, so there's that. And let's see. Here is 2023's. So I did the same layout again, and I just did a little bit darker gray. What you might see right off the bat is I actually decided to roll over some of those books that I did not finish last year. So of the 10, finished 4, and I am rolling 4. So 4 of these are repeats. And I went back and forth on whether or not I like this idea, but I'll tell you why I did in a second. So let's just go through the books. I don't actually have them stacked in this order. I have them in a different order, but I'll talk about them. First up are the 4 that I am rolling. So number 1 is One Color Relaxation Art Animal Stencils by Someone Like Drawing. I now have 6 pages left, so that should be super easy, but I just like doing these. These are a nice break, and they're nice and easy coloring. And I really want to finish it off. So that's why I kept it there. And I am, again, plopping the books next to me on the floor. If you saw my last video, that's what I did. So sorry for this noise. Ready? Plop. Okay. I am also rolling over Jade Summer Color by Number Mandalas. I, again, really enjoy this one. But there were tons in here. I still have 16 pages left out of the 50. I think I had like 30 left last year. So I did okay, but there's still tons left in here. And again, I still really want to finish this. Color by number mandalas might be one of my favorite genres of color by number. And I sometimes think they're underrepresented, underloved. But I do love me some color by number mandalas. In fact, picking out what books I wanted to add to this list, I was having trouble not just picking more mandala books, but I was like, I'll save those for future years when I finish this one. So that's that one. Number 3 that's getting rolled is City Dreams by Alice Mills Publishing. This is one of the cross-stitch style books, and I thought it would be good to keep working on these cross-stitch ones because, again, at this point, I might have an equal number of cross-stitch and mosaic style, so I figure keep it going. And I have, let me see if I can check, 9 pages left in here, which is pretty good. Also, I'm seeing that I had done this last year, so I'm gonna have to go back in and update these. So I had 19 and I have 9 now. So I did 10, which is not bad. So there's that. And finally, my last rollover is my 100 Beautiful Mandalas. Now, I could have just picked something else and not had this on the list and just finished this anyway, but I have 9 pages left and I just this is one of my top priorities. I cannot wait to be able to do this and have the whole thing be done. We're so close. 9 left is like nothing. So I'm very excited to do more in here, hopefully soon. And I also, after this, I'm probably going to pick another mandala book of camellias and just get going on the next one because I just love this genre in general. So love that. Ready for that. Okay. Then I picked a bunch of color by number, of course, and they're kind of like sequels to last year's books. So I picked another volume of Mystery Mosaics. This is book 5. Right now, I only have 2 pages fully done in here, and then 1 whip, but there are only 18 total. Hello, where's the last one? It keeps getting stuck. There we go. There's only 18 total in here, so I don't think it will be impossible. We'll find out, but I'm trying to not buy more of these until I finish them. Luckily for me, these are not from Amazon. They're from Mindware directly is where I've been purchasing mine, and then it's much less likely that I'll just randomly buy them when it's from a different website. I usually wait for free shipping and things like that or good sales. So this is book 5. I don't have all of the books in order. I actually just looked up flip throughs and picked books that I thought I was interested in most of the pages. So I do recommend that, especially in a series like this. If you're not intending on collecting them all, or if you have to collect them slowly like me, I would pick the ones you like first. Maybe eventually I'll get them all, but very slowly. So that's book 5. Excited to work more in there. Then I picked a new color by color book. It doesn't seem like she is making these anymore, which is pretty devastating. I love these books a lot. As far as I know, they should still be on Amazon though. I should check that out. I might repurchase the mandala books I finished, and then I think there were a few in the series that I didn't get. Like I didn't get the Fantasy Women, but this is that was funny. Sorry. This is Women's World by Kira Shirstova, color by colors. And again, I think I have 2 or 3 done in here, but I just think these are so fun. I really like the color by colors. I like trying to match, but if you don't match exactly, I feel like it outlines your work for you and it looks pretty good. So there's an example of my finished page. And unfortunately, I got this version early enough that it doesn't say the country where they're from. And I think a newer version does. So I don't necessarily know where everyone's from. I can kind of guess, but that's all it would be. So there's that. I ended up picking another Alice Mills book. Again, right now, she's one of my favorite. So I picked Cutest Christmas. I also figured I would like to have a Christmas book on here again, because I just like coloring Christmas, and as you saw in my finished pages, I have a lot of Christmas books, and I likely will continue to buy a lot of Christmas books every year when they get released. So I figure I should try to keep on top of things at least a little bit and keep working, and I love these a lot. And I just worked back to front, and I'm ready to go. So it should be fun. My thoughts are I would like to try to color this all throughout the year, but if I don't and I end up just saving it, then I'll be coloring it in November and December. And I got, what did I say, 6 pages done in December without, while in my coloring slump. I feel like I can make some good damage if I'm actively coloring again. So excited for that one. Cutest Christmas. Then I picked a new book, or a new artist for this series. This is Circulism Arts by Eclipse, color by number, and this is Sea Life. And I just figured I would pick a different style. So I really like the Circulism. And at this point, I'm starting to get a small collection of these books. And I also have a bunch more on my wish list to get in the future. So I figured if I could try to work on this one, again, it would be a good excuse to get some more. But these are all the circles, and I think they look really great when they're done. And I just have a few done in here. Let's see, according to my list, I have 4 done already, and there's 21 to do. So that's my plan. This is on the specialty paper, which makes it hard to see. Also, this one made me laugh. Let's see, did I show you already? For whatever reason, this one printed weird, and there's a white border all around it. So I did that one first so that I wouldn't have to look at it anymore. But I just think these look so cool. And they're so fun, but they basically all use every color. Also, in this book, this was one of the earlier ones, it doesn't have the colors listed at all. So I ended up like cutting out one of these sheets from one of the books, and then I just like hold it when I do the pages. So that is that one. And I actually almost picked a Circulism mandala book, but like I said, I'm trying to stick to one mandala book a year, or color by number mandala, I should say. But it is definitely on the horizon for the future. Does that make sense? It's definitely on the list for books to finish going forward. But yes, excited for that. The next one is likely a stretch, and I have a feeling this might be a 2-year list book. But I did finish a Disney book last year in Disney Spiroglyphics, and so I put Disney Babies. This is a mystery color pixel book, and there are tons of pages in here though. I so far have done them all in X method, but going forward I probably will do like my combo method is my favorite. So like I do the very background in X, and then I do the character colored in full, or I'll do some layers in like dot method, things like that. But this book has 39 pages and I've done 10. So this one is probably going to be a stretch, but I figure we'll give it a shot. It is very rewarding to finish off Disney pages, especially my Disney collection is quite large. So I'm gonna give it a try and we'll see what happens. Oh, here's an example of my mix. So I did X's in the back and then dots in the foreground. And I just think it makes it look more dimensional. So that is that one. This is the closest I am on any of these squares. I love doing these squares, but for whatever reason, they take me forever. I'm not sure why. I mean, it's definitely the X method and the dot method. If I just straight colored, it would go quicker, but these are very slow going for me. So this is the kind of thing that like maybe I'll have one going as I'm doing other pages. So we'll see. Finally, book 10. Book 10 is not color by number. Whoa, so that's exciting. And actually, I was hoping to surprise everyone and have this done last year, but that didn't work out. But anyway, what is it? It is 50 Ocean Miniatures by Camellia and Jakova. Basically, this was a project book for me and Emily last year. Emily is Color Me Impressed on YouTube and the Butterfly Hater on Instagram, my bestie. And we were coloring a ton of these. And originally, we were hoping to see each other last year in person in June. And we're like, we're gonna finish the whole book, and then when we see each other, we're gonna make a video and show you that we finished the whole book as a surprise. And one, we didn't end up seeing each other in June. We ended up going on a cruise in May. But 2, we really burnt ourselves out on doing this. So we're gonna try again. We're gonna continue with the project book. And yeah, so we have completed 20. Nope, that's not the right one. We have completed 28 out of the 50. So this is another one that is so exciting to just go like this and have them all be done. So we're doing good, but we're gonna try to do this over the whole year instead of 6 months, and hopefully we will not burn out this time. So that's that. Very excited, love the miniature books. Always want to be coloring more in there. The earlier in the series you go though, the more scenery pages there are, and I am not the biggest fan of them. Like, yeah, it's just scenery. I much prefer the little critters. So I think that was part of the holdup for me, is that we would get 2 scenery pages. I would just like not want to do it because I think I even have 2 whips right now. Yeah, so I'm working on this one that I'm super stuck on. I don't love it. And then I started the next one, but yeah. Also, this is also a very light blue, but it's so light that I don't think it's really coming up. And that's not the best. I think this is with my Blick markers. So I don't know why that got so light. But yeah. So yes, that is my 10 books to finish. Please let me know. Are you trying this project? Oh, my last stat before. Okay. So I was looking at this and I was like, ugh. As I was picking, I was like, I don't know. Do I want to pick ones that are almost done? Do I want to pick ones that have a lot left? I'm not sure. And I just went for it. Last year, at the beginning of the year, I had 163 pages to do. This year, I have 156 pages. So I managed to pick books with 7 less pages overall. Not really sure how that worked out, but that's what happened. So we will see what happens with this. I think that I finished about 100. No, how many? Hold on. Gotta get to the back of my book for this year. Sorry for the noises. Where did I write that down? Let's do some quick math on my calculator. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Beep, beep, boop, 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 boop. It's my calculator noises. 23, 7, 12, 10, 5, 15. I finished in 2022 251 pages. So obviously I didn't just color in these 10 books to finish, because then I would have finished them and more. But that being said, even if I am coloring at the exact same pace as last year, I could finish all of my pages and still have 100 left for other books. So we'll see. The end of the year, I really fell off. Like February and March in 2022, I finished 41 pages and 40 pages. And by the end of the year, like August and November, I finished 7 and 5. So if we can average that out to even like 20 pages a month, that's 240, and we could still be going strong. I know I personally am probably going to like attack this really hard in January and then teeter off as we go. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I just figured I'd give you that update. Let me know. Again, are you doing this challenge? How many books did you pick? Did you finish any books last year? Do you care about that? Again, some people don't even care at all. I don't know. It's really cool to flip through and have all those pages be done. So let me know all of the things down below. And I thank you so much for watching. And I will talk to you again in my next video. So thumbs up this video if you enjoyed. Comment down below anything you want to comment. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a fun time, and I'm hopefully back to posting semi-regularly. So I will see you again soon. Bye, friends.